get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's.
Alright everybody, welcome to the Valley Forge Bar Box 8 Ball Championships here in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool, here with J.R. Calvert with InsidePoolMag.com. How you doing, JR?
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Excellent.
First match of the day here. Got Joey Testa versus Matt Krah.
This is a good match.
Very good
like
match.
This match. Both these guys have actually been on the stream here at this event. I guess we're going to get ready to lag it up here. Giving each other a good handshake here. Talking off camera there for a second. This bracket that we're looking at is actually the big active bracket. There's two boards on this event. I believe 84, 89 players.
89, I believe, is what Alan said.
Yeah, 89 players.
1,500 for first.
1,500 up top. We got 900 for second. Third and fourth are about 600 each. Fifth through eighth is 400 each, and ninth through 16th is 250 each. So that's a pretty good payout. But this bottom bracket has most of what we would call the notable players. Right now they've got Brett Stottlemyre, Dave Dea, Sean Wilkie, Mike Miller, Krah, Testa. Up top we've got Cy Brown, who won the seniors event back here at the Super Billiards Expo, and Shane Morrow, who we saw yesterday. Nice up-and-coming player.
Alex Ollinger's here too, don't forget him.
He's here. I don't know what bracket he's in. I was getting a rundown from CC Strain on some of the notables that she saw in the bracket. Looks like he came up dry. So this is going to be Matt's chance to take control of the first game. Possibly even run out. This is a little bit funky. The low balls are not, I don't see a really good pattern that leads you to an automatic out. There is an out because you only have a couple of balls you got to deal with. At the same time, stripes, there's just a couple of balls. It's not easy to get started with the stripes, but I think they might be easier to finish. Matt's elected to take low balls, and I think it's because it's an easy start. And if it was me, I would have taken low balls because I knew that I could get control of the table and I wouldn't possibly run myself into the ground within the first shot or two. Now he has his choice here to hit the 3-2 after making the 5 or the 7. I would elect to shoot into the 8 to hit the top side of the 8 to get more shots here. And he did that. Nice shot. Now I think he can make the 7 and tickle the 2 or the 4, whichever ball that is. I believe that is the 2. He probably will hit the 3 though. The problem with hitting the 3 is you probably are going to trail along with the deuce, and the 3 is going to go straight down past the 15.
You don't think it'll run into it?
He's going to shoot the 2. It looks like there's enough room there. He hit the 3 first. But, yeah. Gutsy shot there. Well, if I gave him ball in hand on the 7, where would he want to be? If we took the 3 off the table.
4 in the side.
Well, what I'm saying is, even with ball in hand on the 7, it's pretty tough to guarantee that you're going to get a shot on that 4.
It's tough. That's a small window there.
If he had a line to draw up past the 8 onto the 13, that would be perfect. And he almost is there. He is almost there. But I think he's going to try and go to the rail and hit that little window between the 11 and 14. If he can get there, that would be great. Oh no, he is drawing. See,
It's touchy.
He's
got a shot up in the corner, though, upper right-hand corner. Take a look other side here. He might be blocked. Yeah, it doesn't look like he can touch it. Maybe he'll just get the smallest little feather off of it. He's going to have to go rail first. Could be the mistake that cost him the match. You never know.
I think he's at a point where he's, already lost his game. I don't see. He might win 2 times out of 100 from this position, and I think it all involves Matt not getting back to the table.
Yep, with 8 ball, first game. Nice, look at that. But unrewarded. Man, he's going to give him a shooting gallery.
Yeah, let's see if he actually has anything down here that he can see. I don't think he can, or he'd be already down shooting at it. Like I said, he had to get too lucky. Had to make a great shot and get lucky. You don't want to ever put yourself in that position on the last ball.
Yeah,
that's what I was getting at with the 7 on the 4. Like, take the 3 away. Take ball in hand on the 7. You don't have to get out. This was a touchy out. I think he's trying to either jump this ball or masse. Looks like he's doing a little bit of a twist. He's going to try and masse.
He's going to put it right behind the 14 for a perfect clear shot. No, it's going to go back.
And thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Now, Joey watched all that and had to sweat out that final masse at the 8 ball, but here's his reward.
Joey got here about 2 hours ago and started practicing. So we'll see what kind of possible advantage that gives him. I would have been here very early. Single elimination.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you couldn't keep me from getting down here and hitting balls on this. This table is lightning fast, folks. I mean, it really is not a table that you want to take for granted.
It's real touchy.
And, I was talking with Joey a little bit before the match. And I says, how fast is this table? I says, it looks really fast. He says, yeah, it is. He says, it's unbelievably fast. And I think that's why he came down to get a little time. And Joey Testa takes his little gift, runs it for a 1-0 lead. Grabs our first game of day 2 here at the Valley Forge Bar Box 8-Ball Championships. Of course, we're here in Valley Forge, home of the Super Billiards Expo.
Yep. Yeah, we were just here like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, it was, what, 3 months ago?
Is that how long it was?
Yeah, right around 3 months ago we were here.
Huh. Used to wait
Almost
a
to
year.
the day. Pretty nice break. Matt laid down a good one there. And the way they play in this tournament is that I believe he has choice since he made one of each. And if I was his choice, I would take low balls just because they're in command here. A little bit more work to do with the stripes.
Definitely. I would have tried to avoid that. Yeah, he's shaking his head. He knows he messed up there. But he can still float up and get some shots. 2 balls, the tricky shot, but it does look like it goes inside. Oh, now he's flying around table.
He really got comfortable with that shot.
It's okay so far.
Well, I don't know about that. I think he ended up in the one place on this side of the table that he didn't want to be.
It's tough.
He needed to come down another 6 inches or so to be really good on the 1.
Right.
Though I think he can squeeze the 1 past the 7. I think he needs to be over a few more inches to have a decent shot at the 6. So maybe he's going to shoot the combo or the deuce off the 7. So in one shot he failed or managed to clear off Joey's balls and problems and create one for himself with a 5 rolling up on the 7.
Wow.
Now if you're Joey, you have to seriously consider never letting him kick at this 5-7. You have to protect that 5-7.
It'll go.
Just like you're in one pocket, you never let him see it again. Because if he manages to break that out, look at this. He's going to need to get lucky here.
He did not.
Now see, he might consider right away just running into the back of the 14.
He's
right here.
Yeah, that's a move.
It'll break up his balls, take one of his problems off the table, and not let Matt see his problem.
That's what he's going to do. Separated him okay.
Shot.
He's going to have to get pinpoint position on the 14, but looks like he's got a space.
Well, if you're Matt, what you're trying to do here is really not let him have a shot after you kick and end up with something that works for you. He has to hit the top side of the 7. That'll break the balls up, and let the cue ball, after it hits it, get the 1-2 into the game. Because that 10 ball does go, and if you let Joey smell that 10 ball, he will cut it up in the corner. So I think he has to kick to hit the top side of the 7. And he's looking where he can end up in behind a 1-2 right now. So he's playing a smart shot here, I believe. I think he's laid it down perfect. See how he took a problem away, and now he's left Joey to a point where Joey's only move that I like is to literally go rail first into the 14 and tap it, just knocking the 14 back to the rail and leaving him the same safety.
It's a good shot.
The other move is to trying to kick back, shoot past the 9 and kick back into the 14 and have the 14-9 play blocker. On a fast table, either one, because he's managed to hit both perfectly. It looks like he's going at the 9. Hoping he's going
thread
shot on the 14.
Went for the ball.
Great shot. Great shot.
That was a real nice shot there.
Great shot. You know, you always have the the option of going for it in that position, and I think, you know, that was the right shot. I liked it better than my shot.
Yeah, your shot's a smarter shot because those rattle sometimes, those off the rail shots. You see them not go, or they don't get enough pace to get up to the hole.
Well, I know it sounds funny, but it's always the right shot when you make the ball, you know, but because you're proving that it can be made, but that ball didn't have to go, I guess is the point that I'll agree with you on. And I think just that shot there has put Joey up 2-0.
Got some sponsors for this event. Got Hard Times Clothing.
Hard Luck Clothing.
Hard Luck, excuse me.
Thinking of the legendary pool room out in Bellflower. But Hard Luck Clothing, Shane and the guys, good people, great clothes. Fury Q's, want to give a little shout out to them, and Milliken Cloth. They've been supporting the tour. Great guys, great product.
Don't forget to go to InsidePoolMag.com, InsidePool.tv, our various websites.
For those of you that weren't aware, we're actually simulcasting this on Ustream and YouTube. This is the first ever live billiard stream on YouTube. It's available on our YouTube channel, Inside Pool Mag. So it would be youtube.com/InsidePoolMag. Hit the live button, look for the active shows on the right-hand side, and be right there. If you're on Facebook and you've linked the two accounts, when you leave some comments, it'll actually tell people that you're over hanging with us, watching the live stream. At the same time, if you're on Ustream, you can hit the little F or T, kind of get some people involved in the chat. Opens up in a new window, and Ustream does about 95% of the work, unless you want to put in a little private note. All you got to do is click a few buttons, and it never even disturbs your stream. So any of that, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. And back at the ranch, Joey is on a run here. He's got a wide open table, and I think he's just ended up really bad. And remember, we were talking how fast this table is. And he's been practicing on it, and it's catching a lot of guys because the table is just darn fast. Brand new cloth, Diamond Smart table, really great combination. I agree with this shot. He's going to try and get him back down underneath the 11 here. See if he can play a moving safety.
That was a nice little shot.
Nice little shot.
At least you got him on the rail, far away from any of his targets.
Now he does have a combination down on the other end of the table. As if you're a long distance operator. At this point here, I would start to look at the safeties that could be around. And the one that hits me right off the bat is coming off the top of the 2 and running behind the rail or into the rail in the 5. Can kind of get that safety going on. There you go.
Bar
These guys
table 8
are
balls in offense.
making fools is what they are. They run out from everywhere.
Offensive game here.
Remember Buddy Hall one time, I made a really nice shot in a tournament, and I come out after winning the event or the match, and Buddy called me a ball making fool because I shot at everything in those days. I didn't like to play safe. I just kept shooting at balls. Nowadays I've learned that I miss, so I guess I played safe a little more often. Well, what do you think he's going to do here? Is he going to try and draw back between the rail and the 3, or is he just going to cinch it?
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Uh-oh.
He looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he got away with it. There's a point there where it comes up and you can't make either ball. And it will find you when you're in a tournament, trust me. Good shot.
That's what 8-ball is. It's just it's a short maneuvering game. It's short shots all over the table. It's you know, you got to hit them soft. You got to just minimal action moving the cue ball because you're bound to run into something.
One of the things that happens on bar boxes and why a lot of big table players run into problems is they try and slow their stroke down instead of shortening it up and using natural speed of stroke. They don't hit the ball the same way, and they end up missing balls, and they end up doing a lot of things that they find out about their stroke on how it reacts. Matt Krah just makes it 2-1. We'll take a moment to thank one of our sponsors.
40 years of cue craftsmanship. A state-of-the-art production facility. Revolutionary design. When you step to the table, unleash the fury. Precision craftsmanship. A player's cue ready for action. A cue with a sweet hit. A consistent hit. See the entire line of Fury cues and unleash your fury. 40 years of cue craftsmanship. A state-of-the-art production facility. Revolutionary design.
I guess I got to start with the 4-ball here or the 5. I actually like the 5 a little bit better at times, but on a fast table, I think I'm going to go with the 4.
Definitely.
This shot will get away from him. I can almost guarantee it. I mean, he hit it thick and he still ended up all the way downtown here. Oh, I love this shot. If he pulls this shot off, he can end up being all the way down table 1 for position on the 9. See if he can masse this ball after the fact up there. What a great stroke.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying. He's all the way up there for the 9.
It slowed down 15. Right where he needed it to.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I showed that shot to him when he was 13 years old.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Let's see if he mentions it to me after the show. But I used to do that shot in my exhibitions. I used to do spot shots and make stop shots on them. And then I'd do 2 or 3 of those, and then I'd start drawing the ball up table without hitting a rail.
Nice.
He's 13, and he thought he was watching magic.
Nice.
And I was showing him how to use it in the game. It came up.
Sure does.
It sure does. Nice shot. I don't think he got all the roll that he wanted to get, but he does have his choice of pockets on the 13.
Yeah, it looks like he can hit it in that upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Float up to the 15.
Exactly. And the 14 will let him work the 11 over in the lower left-hand corner pocket here. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Wasn't even close.
That's unusual. Unusual miss there.
Been looking at this 1-7, and I think that since the 7 goes up in the far upper left-hand corner, I would consider that, but I think I have to consider making the deuce and letting the 8 hit the top of the 8, nudge the 7.
That's it.
But he's too far over to do that. He's going to hit the 8, barely past the 7 right now, so I think he's going to miss the breakout here. And missed the ball.
Huh.
Just wasn't there from that angle, you know?
Yeah, you didn't miss that one real nice there. That was a pretty bad miss.
His big tester with this 11 ball, and I've always liked getting the short side of this, and I think he's going to zigzag and barely miss the 4 after this shot, and I think he'll be fine. Shoot this 11 into the same pocket that he's going to shoot the 8. He's going to have to low cue it though.
Yeah, that's always will add some funny stuff to it. Nice. Wow, I don't know if he's there.
I think he can cut it in. He hits this ball flat.
Looks like he'll run right into
rails.
the 8. Better take a look at that angle.
Yeah, he needs to walk around. But this is a shot that you can hit flat, and it should die. If he can run it flat enough.
Yeah, he can make this ball.
Yeah, he can make this ball. He's spinning this ball.
Gotta hit it soft.
This is gonna get scary.
Wow, look at this.
I think he got a lucky roll and an unlucky roll at the same time.
Wow, it's gonna give Matt another shot at the table, that's for sure.
Well, it's the rules of a tournament. If you touch one ball, that'll be the time that it does something funny and goes like all the way around the table and lays up on a hanging ball so you can't make it.
Yeah, it always goes the worst possible place on the whole table. It's the pool gods.
Now, if he can hit the bottom side of this 8 flat in the face, right?
He can hide up there.
And have it shoot into the rail and then into the 5, right? So that it can still go past the 5. Because that's crucial to this. And then knock the 5 onto the top of the cue ball. He actually might get a safe and have an open table no matter where Matt would try and leave him.
Yeah, definitely. There's a shot there.
There is a shot there. No, I
get
don't think he
behind the
wants to
8.
try and do it from the bottom rail, just spinning up in. I think
it's got to go 2 rails.
He'll give Matt too much power at that point. He'll probably give him a shot on the 5. He has to go 2 rails by hitting just barely below the 4 ball. He's drawing it too. This is almost going to get safe.
Easy does it. Wow. Didn't
You
think
can
he was
tell
going to
these
hit
guys
that.
have respect for each other's game.
Getting funny. Should be okay.
I'm John Hendrick, pool player and owner of the Green Room in Pineville, North Carolina. My serious players demand quality, and that's why I've switched to Milliken Super Pro. This cloth plays at the perfect speed. It lasts a long time, and the spill guard protection saves my tables from stains. It saves me money, and my customers love it.
Milliken Super Pro, exclusively from Sterling Gaming.
Milliken's got me covered.
2-2. Valley Forge, PA.
Joey Testa versus Matt Krah. Well, I think I actually like the stripes here. I know that you might be able to even work this 12 right now, but I might use it 2 or 3 balls from now. Okay. Good shot. His only issue now is the 15.
15 will go in the upper right-hand pocket once he clears out that, not sure which one that is.
Looks like the 12 ball to me.
12, right. If he gets the right shape on the 13, sends the 13 down to the bottom right-hand pocket, comes off the bottom rail, he should have a shot in that upper right-hand corner for the 15, using the 13 to get there. And then 8 in the right-hand side or left-hand side pocket. Should be out here.
He should be out. I mean, I'm not convinced that the 15 has a full pocket past the deuce. And he's shooting it like he has options on the 15, and I don't think he has too many.
No. Looks like he's going to go for it right now. Just work his way back up table.
This would be the time to work on at it, because you'd use the 10 as your insurance ball that's hanging in the side. But if he's waiting to try and do something with that 15 off the 13, you know, I disagree with that 95% of the time.
Yeah, he's going to play my shot here, but he got too straight in. No, it looks like he's got a touch, tiny little angle.
He's got an angle.
Must have a clear pocket. It does look like that 2 gets in the way there.
He's played it like it's gone the whole time. Now is this table going to play slow? It sure did.
Wow, now he's got to make a cut shot on it.
And I think he tried to stun that ball a little bit and follow at the same time. And I think that's why we had that float to the follow shot.
He's okay on this, on what side he's on at least. He'll just go to the left-hand rail and back out for the 8 inside or upper left-hand pocket.
I think he's as close can be.
Yeah, he's close.
You know, I don't use too much English on this. I draw this ball, come back for the 8 and a side. Did catch a 7. I wasn't convinced that there was room there.
Wow.
It's just me, though.
Man, that's an unfortunate error there for Matt. Game of fractions.
I think he's going to try and move the 2 here, and I don't think he does need. He didn't think he needed to. He really didn't need to, unless he wanted to drift away from the 7 instead of drawing back across it, which is fine. I mean, you're allowed to do that, make things easy, as long as you're in control.
Just going to use it to get up table.
Yeah.
Playing confident.
Should be able to just stop the 3 and shoot the 1 across side. That one got away from him.
Playing fast.
Yeah, he is. And Joey Testa takes a 3-2 lead. We kind of predicted that this was going to be a tight match. Both these guys play the game well. I mean, Joey pretty much has won a lot of events. He's been killing the Mez Tour. I think he got 3rd at this event last year, and Matt actually won it back in 2006. So these guys both are no strangers to 8-ball. They can play the game, and they both play on regional 9-ball tours and been players of the years and points leaders. So they both pretty much know how to play. Well, I'm not sure if the 4 goes by the 3, but he's taking a look at it right now, and it's almost as close as that one that was here last time, where he missed the 15 ball on the final shot. It's that close, but I think he can use the rail, use pocket speed, and I think he'll be fine. What he is looking to do, though, is to probably draw this ball a hair and get an angle on the 3 ball into the same pocket after he makes this shot, and then make the 7 in the side. A little bit anxious about that, or worrisome about that, and I don't blame him after that miss on the 15. A strange shot to cinch there. I thought he could have done a little bit more with that, and I think he's trying to get on the 7, but still, it might be something where he can see a little bit more of that than what I thought. And that may be a case of him not coming down and getting some practice in before the match, but he seems to just be a hair off today. Meanwhile, Joey is actually setting pretty good on the rest of this rack. That 9-11 isn't going to be a problem. He'll go down and get the 9 almost immediately here if he doesn't hit it too far. He'll clear out this side of the table and then go up table and get on the 12 ball on the side and then be able to work that 14. Let's see if he can get it. No, he did not get it. Now, I don't think any of these shots are on. I think the one shot that he's looking at is to pocket this 12 and maybe even hit the 2. And if he does that, he's going to have to hit it with a little bit of pace to try and get the cue ball back to the center of the table. Because that's actually the technique that you'd want to use if you are going to hit the 2. Okay, a little light to get back to the center of the table is the only problem there. And now you can see he's faced with long shots and combinations and thin cuts. So, you know, but he was forced to take that shot to some degree. That one, he kind of hit it on the 50. He didn't really try for it, and he didn't try and get position on any of the balls.
Yeah, he did.
He could have done, you know, a bunch of different things, but I think he knew that he was missing that ball, and he just wanted to kind of throw it out there and get it in the mix and force Matt to make the next mistake. But honestly, I think that Matt has the 4 ball in the side, and I think he's going to have an easy time of getting this run started. His only question is, will he be able shooting the 2 next or the 3? Oh, look at this. He's got the 2 all the way up in the corner. Huh.
Well, he could have possibly gave him the game there. I'm not sure if it threads by the 7, too. It looks like it does. Looks like it goes right down in that lower left-hand pocket.
Yeah, it does. This is not one of my favorite shots.
No,
he's going to have
like
to
this.
power through everything here.
Oh, he's going to go in that pocket. Definitely easier to just pop it in there, but you get run into that 3.
little bit harder, and he runs into a more problem there. I think that might have been as hard as he could hit it to not end up in total disaster. Nice stroke. Look at how fast that cue ball is.
Let's see if he's going to get out behind. Well, no, let's take a look here. Yeah, he can hit it. He's queuing up like he's got no problem. It's a real center ball hit right here. Yeah, he hit that.
What happens with a lot of these players is they start to slow down that stroke, like I was saying, instead of using shorter strokes. And they start to fear the pocket. They see some more misses that they normally wouldn't do. And they can get into a rut and start playing like this. And we were starting to talk about it last night with Stuart Warnock. And he was in that mode where he had tried to shorten up or slow down his stroke and started missing some strokes. And he got in a rut. And I believe he was playing Joey in that match, and Joey just ran away with it because it was so.
Kept making errors.
Yeah, it was. He was so knocked out of his game. And I think that these rails are bouncy right now. You know, it might be all the humidity from the people in here. I don't know what it is, but they do seem a little bouncier than what they were yesterday.
Definitely.
You know, we know that Diamond makes a great table. We're just, you know, we're not cutting Diamond down. We're just saying straight out, these rails are boinging right now, and it's throwing these two players for a loop in this first round.
Yeah.
You're allowed to miss any ball you want when the rails start boinging. And I think it's just humidity.
Yeah, well, these lights, they always make the tables act funny, act different than all the rest of the tables in the room. They put energy into the rails.
Well, it doesn't really help the fact that maybe right now we're kind of next to the food court and they're getting all that lunch ready for everybody, and there might be a little extra humidity on this side of the room.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't like that.
Remember,
I don't like that shot. It's a tough one to make. Punchy little punch stroke like that.
That's one that you actually have to have a flowing stroke.
Yeah.
You have to play billiards to hit that shot right. Billiard players
wow, what a
hit that stroke
miss.
nice. And see what's going on here. Why we're seeing this is players aren't using 2-inch strokes to hit those shots in, which won't let their cue accelerate to a higher velocity when it strikes the cue ball. You'd have a softer hit, but you'd still be hitting the ball, and your natural stroke would go straighter. You'd accelerate through the ball too. The problem is they're slowing it down, these long, slow strokes. It's like trying to walk slow.
Oh.
Hit that great too. Anytime these guys get a chance to open up their stroke, they're probably going to hit the ball fine and straight. They're thrown off because they're not bar table aficionados and know how to shorten up their stroke and control the cue ball.
Right.
And you get this boinging action and you miss a few balls and you're all over the place.
Four to 2. This race to 8 here at Valley Forge. I'd like to everybody to go over to InsidePoolMag.com and check out all the great stories and updates from all the tournaments across the country, and please subscribe to Inside Pool Magazine, either the subscription version or the electronic version. Support us in these streams. We appreciate everybody. We want to thank Corner Migrant Bob out there, one of our moderators, doing a great job. And that's InsidePoolMag.com.
Even though he's telling people to go to the wrong website.
InsidePoolMag.com.
We got to tease Corner Market Bob a little bit.
He's doing great for us, so always appreciate his help. Got all our other chatters out there.
Tremendous help. We really enjoy having him in the chat and all that he does for us. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, we want to thank Ustream for supporting us as well as YouTube. Thank all those guys out there for making this event possible. Those nice HD cameras.
We just love the game of pool, and we hope that everybody else loves it as much as we do. You can tell we've played this game once or twice, and we love watching it played correctly.
Or incorrectly,
or
too.
incorrectly. Because it makes us feel like we actually could still make a ball if we tried. We might be able to win. Let's not get carried away.
Definitely not. I've seen you play recently, and you and I both need a lot of practice to get back where be able to hang with these two guys here.
I think
take
balls that I have hit, I wouldn't want to say that I wanted to try. To tell you the truth, I don't want to start playing again. I have too much work to do. To start playing again.
You don't even want to like it.
Where when I love the game. I still see the balls rolling in my head. But if I wanted to play it again, I'd want to be competitive.
Yeah, you'd want to be the best. So you don't even pick it up anymore, do you?
No, I love this is a good fix for me. I still see myself making these balls and making these shots, and I don't see myself missing them. So it works just fine.
I love bar table 8 ball. I think it's a great game.
I grew up playing bar table 8 ball. When I say I grew up, I probably spent the first 6-7 months of playing on a bar box.
Yeah, I had one in my living room, and I just played that thing all the time. Non-stop bar box 8 ball, my house. It helps on the big table, though. It helps in those, 9-ball, 10-ball games to be able to maneuver through all that traffic and hit those touchy little shots.
Yeah, it does. I remember I was playing on a bar box when I was a kid, and I ran all 7 balls out twice in a row on the same guy. Put my quarters up, ran 7 balls out, missed the 8 because I couldn't see it, right? And he ran the balls out real easy, and I thought, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him. End of the 3rd game, I finally beat him. And he says, you play pretty good. He says, if you ever want to learn how to play, you ought to go down to the pool room. And I thought the guy was, just being a sore loser, right? But he says, no, there's a guy down there. You want to go see Cooney Anaboli. And I said, Cooney Anaboli? Who's Cooney Anaboli? So he runs the pool room in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. And that's where I grew up. And I said, well, I walked down the stairs after, a couple of days, and first shot I see is Cooney, whom I would come to know, the man, has 2 balls along the bottom rail. He fires it in the corner. Cue ball jumps up about 6 inches in the air, hits the side of the rail, and rolls all the way up table for position on the ball. And he was practicing this shot. Thought it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And,
nice.
I was hooked.
Definitely.
I was hooked. Just took 1 shot, and I was hooked.
Yeah, I saw. Go ahead.
Before that, it was Earl Strickland. But anyway, just running down memory lane there, folks. Sorry. And Matt comes back into the match. Answers with a 4-3 game. I do want to thank our sponsors.
Yep.
Fury Cues, Milliken Super Pro, and Hard Luck Clothing. I want to thank YouTube. They've been very gracious in giving us one of the first ever live streaming channels on YouTube. And we're simulcasting this right now. If For those of you that missed that portion, simulcasting it on Ustream and YouTube live at the same time. And this is the first ever event that we're allowed to stream on YouTube. Well, that we had time to schedule in.
Definitely. We'll be at Capone's Billiards next, right? Florida.
Yeah, we have Capone's Billiards in Florida in July. Then
Seminole Tour.
Finish up July with the Virginia State tournament, and then we have a couple of tournaments all through August. Seminole Tour stops in Fiddlesticks and Providence.
Fiddlesticks. Chris Zuter's room.
We have
It's my home pool room, actually, so it should be nice to be right in my backyard there doing the stream. Okay, he got good there. Just flirted with disaster on that 3-ball.
He's trying to be real careful. He's missed a few balls, whether it's been the table, his stroke, or a combination of the both. But I think he wants to be a little bit more careful because he knows he can tie up this set, and he would rather it be tied than look at Joey Testa having a 2-game lead again.
It's all about the end game with 8-ball. It's all about planning on what you're going to do at the end of the game every time.
It's actually, even to expand on that, it's making sure you can see the end of the game.
Yeah.
Before you start making a ball sometimes. Now, he's in trouble here. He's going to be in trouble.
Yeah. He looks like he's got a shot, but he's going to have to let loose on the cue ball. It's going to go flying around. There's so many blockers there, so many chances to run into something. He's going to have to hit it with inside English. If he goes too wide with outside English, he might have some problems.
This is going to be a really tough one. Roll. Oh, he sure did. Well, he's looking to see if he can get even a chance to shoot at the 8. Now, here's the problem: is his natural angle is taking him into the 9, and he has to hit it firm enough to get around the 9, which will lead him not to stay on that side of the table.
Yeah, that was, ouch, painful to watch.
Yeah, well, Joey doesn't have to do anything if he can't see an easy shot to get started with. But I think he's got that ball on the side, so he doesn't have to worry. Anytime a guy misses with just one ball on the table, unless he kicks it in on you, you always have the ability to play safe during your route.
Wow, got lucky there. I like the speed he plays. Does need to take a little bit of a break every now and again, but
I've heard people accuse Joey of playing slow.
huh. He doesn't look like he plays slow at all to me.
Not here. He has his choice. He can stop this ball, go to the rail, come back out. It's a perfect shot there on the fast 8 Lakers.
Five to 3 here. A race to 8 at Valley Forge.
I believe Matt let that one get away from him. It came down to getting in position on those last 2 balls. He got himself into trouble 2 or 3 balls before. But couldn't regroup. Couldn't find a pattern that let him get a solid line on an out.
Well, the matches are just going to get better and better here all day. I'll tell you that much.
We're going to try and get some scores for these folks too, and I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Getting hand signals here, but I will try and see if I can get us some scores from some of these other matches.
Keep them
I know
entertained.
Dave Dea and Brett Stottlemyre. People want to know about Wilkie and Mike Miller. So I think CC Strain, our tournament director, will be coming by with some scores shortly, letting us know who won.
This is the key moment in the match right here. As if Joey can win this game, make this shot right, and get this run out. They'll be up 6 to 3, which is getting close to the hill.
But he wants to make sure he doesn't hit these balls
like that.
Like that.
Should be
That
okay,
was,
though.
you know, he's just inviting getting. Folks, got a couple of updates here on some of the matches that are going down. Dave Dea defeated Rich Musser 8-4. Mike Miller won his match 8-3. Brett Stottlemyre defeated Lynn Weschler 8-3. Seems to be a popular score right about now. I know Josh Ulrich won his match.
That should say something there, that 8-3. Should say something about the mental part of the game, you know. You get that, you start leaving somebody at 3 and getting ahead. That's psychologically tough in a race to 8, playing 8 ball. it's 7-3 now. Is that an 8 on the break that we missed? A lot going on in these streams. Single elimination too, so time to pack the old bags for the drive home. If you don't get out, you don't get out. You go home. Eight with the scratch, says use Rubik's Cube. Thanks for the update there. I was talking to CC, the tournament director.
CC runs a great tournament.
She sure does. This isn't nothing compared to the tournament she runs at Super Billiards Expo. That's like a trillion, million, billion people.
I know. Well, she actually, I know she runs several tournaments, and I know one of them has 1,000 people in it. Matt looks like he's going to go for the cut here.
Why
good
not?
Shot, got a good reaction,
Clear.
got a good bump.
Maybe be able to get over that 4-3 hill.
Before we go crazy here, this 8 is now in a bad position.
It is.
He has to do something here, and I know it sounds funny. He has to shoot the 7 here if he wants to win this game.
Wow. Yeah, because it looks like it's getting close. He has a path, though.
Unless he can come down to the bottom rail after making the 5. Oh, no.
This isn't good. Maybe
Now,
okay.
He can zigzag and go twice across and go a diamond below the left-hand side pocket and shoot the 8 in the upper right-hand corner here. Oh. Wow. We just got an update from CC again, folks, and Alex Ollinger is playing Sean Wilkie, and it's tied 7-7 with Sean Wilkie breaking.
Wow, that's some action. Jeez. Wish we had a camera over on that table.
Well, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, and
Sure is.
that one bracket in a way. I mean, there are no soft draws on the one bracket. All the players ended up down on the bottom bracket. Bracket 2 is what the common consensus around here is.
Bracket 2, yep, I've been hearing that all day.
Bracket 2, bracket 2.
The Bracket 2 Blues.
Joey ended up a little bit funny here, but I think he's just going to nip draw this back over a little bit below the 8.
Well, why not play that? Oh, he'd be jacked up over the...
Yeah.
Oh, ugly, ugly, ugly.
I thought he was cutting a little bit more than what it needed
I didn't
to
like
be drawn.
that, yeah. I didn't like that.
Coming up next round, we're going to have the guess the score of the match to win the limited edition bobblehead Alvin Nelson doll.
JR's new book, What Makes Me Tick.
And Matt keeps himself alive, getting the 4th game there.
Staying alive here at the Son of Super Billiards Expo. Valley Forge Bar Box 8-Ball Championships.
Promises to be an exciting day tomorrow.
Baby Super Billiards Expo, I think is what it should be. think this might be the last year at Super Billiards Expo here at the convention center, from what I hear.
There's a lot of rumors.
There's some speculation out there, people.
I believe only Alan Hopkins knows the answers to that.
He said we may get one more year out of it, but after that they're putting a casino in here.
With that 4 in trouble, I think he can go under the rail in the 15 and run into the 15, and I think he should be fine here if he wants to work the 2. I would more or less like to see him do that other than trying to hit this little spot.
Yeah.
Because the problem with that is
he didn't make it.
You see what just happened. He's going to be saved while he's on, like all the other balls. He's putting all of his eggs in one basket. He just came up dry.
Yeah, I don't.
Drawing into the rail in the 15, he knew he was going to have the cue go towards the 2.
Well, he's got to get, I think, that 4 is such a problem. I wonder if he can. Yeah, I don't. There's no pocket for that. I believe it's a 10 ball there.
Well, the playable lie theory, you kind of look at it and say, I can get out from here, but do I want to sit back and make a really tough out? Or do I want to really sit back and just play safe? And at some point, he has to look at whether he can get all of these balls and not take a chance. Because what Matt wants him to do at this point is to take a chance. If I'm, Joey Testa, I'm making sure that I don't take a chance. I'm going to make Matt work for every ball. And I've been in a lot of matches where guys, they've already given up. You start to make it really tough for them to win a game, and they give up.
That's the way to do it.
And, it might be opposite mentality as, natural thinking. Now, that's a smart shot if he can get his cue ball to be hitting the hiding the 2, but he can't. He's only managed to tie up his balls.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Give Matt a free hit.
Like he's going to bank.
He should not make this ball.
Yeah, I don't go for this. I think that, if anything, the 3. Yeah, I don't. That's ugly. And look, he broke the ball, one of his problem balls out. But he's still got a mess. Still got a mess over there with the 13, 9, and 14. But he could come out now.
There was the zigzag, cut the ball in and zigzag, get an angle on the 3 to pick the 10 clean off the 4 so that you'd always see the 4. But it wasn't there, so I think he wasn't supposed to make the ball.
What does he bank the 10 here?
Now he's supposed to sit around and say, look, if he's going to keep going crazy like that, I'll just play safe.
Looks like he's going to try to go into the pack right now. Yep. Risky.
Great shot.
I don't think, looks like he's got a shot on the 13 there. Take a look at the other side. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's got a pocket for it, but man, what a heck of a shot he would have to make just to make the 13. Does he go for the 9 combo? No. Too much space between the, what is it, the 12? The 12 in the pocket. Yeah,
I think he's going to spin up into the 12 off the bottom rail here.
I'll play a little safety shot. Nice. Or he went to the wrong side, but yeah, he didn't play the nicest shot there.
There's matches going on, so please do not go to the playing area.
Looks like Alex is up to the table versus Wilkie. I can barely see across the room there, but I see him up. Now he's shooting a shot. I can't tell. I'm sure Cece's going to come over here and let us know.
Well, he's going to get his lucky roll here. I don't know whether that 4 goes up past the 10.
It may.
It's very close. I'd say it doesn't. I actually shoot the 4 up onto the 10.
Right.
Very lightly along that line. Tying it up, of course.
Sure.
And let the cue ball just drift to the rail. Very light.
That's a great shot. That is a great shot because you're guaranteeing yourself another turn at the table.
If he can do this shot, the only problem is he's going to rely on the fact that Joey doesn't get out. He actually wants Joey to be able to see maybe a ball or two. This could be one of the longest games of the match, if not the longest game, because neither guy has.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just got an update on the Alex Olinger Sean Wilkie match, and Sean eked that one out more or less because, well, the bad news is Alex pocketed the 8 out of turn.
Wow, what a mistake.
At Hill.
Jeez.
And that's tough. And generally it happens because you just try and break out a ball, and it can happen.
We'll do Wilkie next. Sean Wilkie versus Dave Daya.
Yeah,
Not familiar with Dave Daya.
He's originally from Mount Carmel, PA. He's
I don't know him.
Won so many of the Super Billiard Expo events.
The amateur events?
Yeah, and he's just a great player. You grow up in Pennsylvania playing pool, you've heard about Dave Daya.
Right. I mean, I've heard his name before, but being that I usually only cover the Pro Tour, not sure about him.
Yeah, Dave just beat Rich Musser, and Rich plays pretty good. And
sure,
Dave,
heard of him.
Dave beat him 8-3. And I was talking with Dave. Dave came by the booth to catch up and sit down and say hello. And he says that him and Sean always traditionally have a match that comes down to the last game.
Huh.
He said, he knew that he had to play good to get past Rich, and he wasn't sure. That was a great shot. He wasn't sure who Sean was playing, and I wasn't aware that it was Alex Olinger.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't get to see Alex on the TV table, but single elimination, you show up with your bag packed because good chance, it's going to be a night-to-night thing with the hotel here.
Yep. I believe he failed to hit a rail after contact.
That would be a thanks for the gumball Mickey shot.
Yeah, it really was.
I like that one. Good one.
Stole that line from a 70s TV commercial.
Nice. Joey T's got to do a little shot here.
Well, he doesn't really like how the 8 is going to go past the deuce. There's not a lot of room there.
I believe this is going to be the match here. You can pocket this ball. There it is. Thank everybody out there on Ustream and YouTube. Stick around. We'll have Sean Wilkie and Dave Day up next. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool here with the mastermind J.R. Calvert. And we are InsidePoolMag.com, InsidePool.tv.
Thanks to all of our sponsors for this event: Hard Luck Clothing, Fury Cues, and Milliken Super Pro Cloth. And thanks to all you folks. Stick around. We'll get another match coming back right at you. We have Wilkie and Day on deck.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.